Today I'm going to share with you some of the things that I do to give myself the best chance of achieving my goals and how I think you can do them too. Like many of you, I've spent the last week reviewing my 2024 and looking ahead to the new year in 2025 and thinking about exactly what I want to achieve in the next 12 months. But during the process of reviewing my 2024, I've noticed a few things that I think can be improved for myself in my goal setting procedure, to give myself the best chance in achieving exactly the things that I write down and say that I want to do. Now, I've already reviewed my 2024 goals in a previous video. I will link that on here. If you want to watch that, give it a watch now, as I think it adds some good context to the video that you're about to watch here. So before we start, it's worth talking about why we actually set goals for ourselves, or at least why I think we should set goals for ourselves. Two things here. First one, it feels good. It feels good. It's probably the most basic answer that I could give. For me, it just feels good to be working towards something. To set yourself a goal and say, I want to do that thing and work towards it. It's a good feeling. And secondly, to better yourself. The world can be a pretty miserable place at times, and there's a lot of negativity flying around. But focusing on yourself, working on yourself, will undoubtedly spread some positivity to those people around you and hopefully make the world a little bit of a better place. I think there are very specific feelings associated with working towards a goal. The main two for me being direction, giving your life a positive direction, working towards a goal, and also a sense of purpose. Direction, sense of purpose. That's why it's important to set goals. But like me, a lot of you will now be thinking, well, that's great, but how do I know what goals to set? Well, don't worry, I got you covered. It's only really a minority of people that have found their purpose in life and know exactly what they want to be working on and building towards. For most of us, that's not the case. We are in a constant state of self-discovery, just looking for that thing that's going to get us out of bed in the morning, looking for that thing that's going to give us our drive and purpose. If what I've just described is you and you don't know what goals you should be setting, here is what I would do. First thing I would do is to follow your passions. Sounds simple. But in your life right now, this might not be the thing that's actually making you money or that you're making a living out of yet. But it's a great way to start when it comes to goal setting, because if you're passionate about something, you're going to likely want to achieve a goal related to that thing. And allocating time to achieve something in this area that you're passionate about is probably going to make you happy, which is the whole point of doing this kind of stuff. The second thing I would do is to compartmentalize. Now, what do I mean by this? If you're not one of those people that already has that one great big shiny thing that you're working towards and you know you want to dedicate your life to, then try setting goals in different areas of life. For example, I set mine into different categories: professional, personal, finance, health and fitness, and relationships. They're the categories that I subdivide my goals into. By doing this, you can still build towards goals in different areas of life, whilst you're still searching for your one true calling and your one big goal that you're destined to work on. So the next step is actually formulating the goal. Now, I think that goals lay on kind of a spectrum, and you often set goals depending on what mood you're in. For example, if I just had the best day of my life, every traffic light was green, DMs on Instagram flying in from LeBron and Lewis Hamilton asking me to come on my podcast, and let's say Bitcoin hits $1 million and we're all rich. Come on. If I have a day like that, I'm pretty likely to set some audacious goals that are almost impossible to achieve in a time frame that I give myself. So using me as an example, let's use my YouTube channel, right? An audacious goal right now would be from me jumping from 1,500 subscribers to 1 million subscribers in 3 months. As much as I would love that to happen, it's probably not going to happen. Now, on the flip side, I've just had the day from hell. Worst day of my life. A taxi goes through a puddle and soaks my new clothes. The flight gets cancelled and my phone slips out of my pocket when I'm getting out of the taxi. Well, on days like this, your mood is not the best. So I'm likely to not feel good about myself and set goals that are so attainable and not ambitious at all that there's almost no point in setting them. For example, I want to grow my YouTube subscribers from 1,500 to 1,550 in 3 months' time. Now, yes, that's growth, but come on, I should be aiming higher than that. So using these two as an example, you want to find the sweet spot, find that middle ground, which is going to test you. You're going to have to work hard towards these goals and not super easy to achieve. Find that middle ground. So for my YouTube channel, let's say I want to grow from 1,500 subscribers to 3,000 subscribers in 3 months' time. In terms of numbers, there's so many YouTube channels out there that have way more than 3,000 subscribers. But that's a 100% growth. I would double my subscriber count in 3 months if I achieve that goal. I'll be very happy if I get to that goal in 3 months' time. So at this stage, you know why you're setting goals for yourself. You've got some goals in mind that you want to work towards. And now, well, how the hell are we going to achieve them? We need a plan. We need a plan that we can stick to. As the great Abraham Lincoln once said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. I feel so accomplished and smart putting in quotes into my YouTube videos. But he's got a point. So what is he actually saying there? Basically means you need to spend time planning in order for you to be able to execute. 4 hours planning, i.e. sharpening the axe, 2 hours executing, chopping down the trees. So here's what I've done with my goals for the start of 2025. And let's stick with the YouTube example just to keep it simple. So my goal was 3,000 subscribers, right? 3,000 subscribers to reach on my personal YouTube channel, which you are on right now. Well, actually the goal is more general than that if you break it down. The goal is to grow my YouTube audience. But all goals need metrics in order to be measured. Otherwise, we've got no way of defining the success of the plan if we don't know how to measure it. So for this goal, I'm going to use the number of subscribers as the metric to use to gauge the success. But I'm also going to put a time frame on it. I'm going to put a time frame by the end of March. Now, time frames are crucial for goal setting because we need to have deadlines to work towards. Otherwise, the thing you're wanting to do just won't get done. Okay, so my goal, I want to grow my YouTube audience to 3,000 subscribers by the end of March. Great, we're getting there. But we're still missing the how in this goal. We're still missing the how by creating content that people find entertaining and engaging and that I enjoy making. To achieve this, I will post 1 video every week from now until the end of March. And I will track it in my content calendar and I'll review my progress on this goal every Monday during my weekly review and preview session. Now that's a plan I can get around. That is a pretty good plan and one that I'm actually really looking forward to, is growing my YouTube audience. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is genuinely one of my goals. So if you want to see the progress, you know what to do. The YouTube goal is just an example, right? So this process can be used for anything. And that's the whole point. So if you haven't already, I would seriously encourage you all to take the time to do this with your goals so that you can build towards that sense of purpose and fulfillment and direction in your lives. And it's scary. I know it's scary because as soon as you set yourself a goal, then the possibility of failure becomes a real possibility. It becomes a legitimate outcome. Failure is scary. It's not nice to fail at things, especially things that you care about. But personally, I would rather fail at goals that I'm actively trying to work towards and that give me that sense of fulfillment instead of not even trying because I'm too scared of failing. Come on. I talk more about my personal goals in my weekly newsletter, which I will leave a link for in the description if you are interested. Other than that, I hope this video was helpful in one way or another and that you're feeling slightly more confident in what you are able to achieve this year. If you made it this far, thank you. The YouTube algorithm's going to suggest a video that you should probably watch here as well. So go ahead and watch it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.